Hi, everybody. It's Cody from The Way of the Void here. Just hoping that you know that this is just for entertainment purposes only. We're just trying to make you giggle a little bit. It's damn near designed so you can't learn anything from it. Just keep that in mind. It's just laughs, folks.
There is no other God. Satan killed him.
We started up?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad.
This is Eric.
This is Cody.
And this is The Way of the Void.
There we go. The way. God damn it.
And Producer Nic.
Yeah.
And for anybody that doesn't watch the YouTube, Producer Nic periodically hits us with fake smoke.
I don't know whose brainchild this was, but
It's missed.
It's missed.
off the moors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I'm pretty sure it's
fucking
just
acrylic-based enamel.
Yeah.
He's
Like I
fucking
said last
spraying
time,
on
it's
us.
just WD-40 he's spraying in our faces.
So we'll reach episode 50. Fucking mesothelioma. Fucking goddamn mist.
How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I almost got killed by a fucking Cybertruck on my way out here today.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's by the way, I just want to go on the record. What a fucking dog dick ugly automobile. Like, what a sack of shit that turned out to be.
Controversial opinion. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty universal, like, hated looking car, I think.
Yeah, I felt like such a bitch. I was in my car in my own little zone. You know, I was listening to my 90s nostalgia station on Spotify.
Yeah.
So here I am trying to I'm listening to fucking White Town.
Yeah.
And then I just get cut off by a Cybertruck on the one, like right where you're supposed to merge past Salinas Road. And then it sucks because then you're just stuck behind the person that almost killed you, festering on it.
Yeah.
Until you hit Castroville.
That's so funny. Yeah, there's a Cybertruck in the parking lot at my work, and everybody's been speculating whose it is, but nobody knows.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it must be somebody in like some medical office or something that's in that same building.
Yeah. No one's fessing up.
No one's fessing up. No,
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't. That would be the way, though. That's like the Santa Cruz way.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll share like one room with 6 other dudes, but you'll have like a
Cybertruck.
or like a Toyota.
Yeah.
Like some, $80,000 Toyota.
Yeah, a $13,000 mountain bike, and you have like 8 roommates.
Yeah. All your money goes to these 2 toys.
Yep. So besides that, how have you been?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I've been, clawing and biting my way through the Star Wars game.
Oh, yeah, the Jedi Survival.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's not, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they had like a winning team, and then they kind of like, when you start this, you're like, well, he fucking broke the band up, and here's these new assholes that kind of suck.
Yeah. What company makes that? Nic? Respawn Studio.
Oh, yeah.
They're the ones that made like Titanfall. And Yeah. So they're a good studio. They make good games.
Yeah. No, like I said, it's fun. It's just the story is weird to me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you're not
like the first one.
You're not a big Star Wars guy, right?
No, not really. Like,
and it's like kind of like in a weird time period. I think it's like in between the Clone Wars and like the New Hope.
You mean in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird time period for Star Wars in general. Like outside of that, just like I think I came in at a weird point because like anybody, I love the first 3.
Yeah, the first 3,
or wherever they fall.
Yeah,
fucking.
Yeah, I remember really liking the first 3, obviously, And then I was like a teenager when The Phantom Menace came out.
Right.
And I was kind of still at that age where like every movie I ever see in the movie theater is like the best movie. But I remember when I saw...
I'm like that now.
Yeah. I remember when I saw The Phantom Menace though, like I was just like, that was kind of...
Yeah.
That
was questionable.
That was weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Darth Maul was tight.
Yeah. Yeah. Too bad they killed him off after one fucking movie.
Yeah. Well, he's like a really big character in the Clone Wars cartoon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they came afterwards.
Yeah.
Because he was super popular.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You had Vader for 3 fucking movies. Like, why didn't you,
Yeah.
Darth Maul probably should have been killed,
Like the third movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the redone ones.
I don't know, because George Lucas thought it'd be way cooler to have like some old fucking elderly senator being the bad guy.
No, that's classic though.
Yeah.
That's like, it's always, the Emperor is supposed to be a little shriveled fucking snake turd. That's what my dad used to call him, little snake turd.
Little snake turd?
Because they're white. Like my dad used to have a snake, and their little shits are white. And so he was just like, look, a little snake turd comes out.
Yeah.
Blasts people with lightning.
I had a friend, she had an iguana, a giant iguana. Those things are fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like take the biggest shits.
You see why that cop fucking shot it.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking
exactly.
frogman.
Yeah.
He wasn't having this.
Yeah, we're recording a couple weeks after the Loveland Frog recording. And that was a fun episode.
So much fun.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Also, though, getting back to the Star Wars, it's also like you can tell that they, when they were writing it too, they're like, we better shoehorn some of our newfangled Star Warsness in there. Mm-hmm. Like I'm on a quest right now to find somebody whose like alien name is like Caesar. And I was like, really?
Is it really Caesar?
Yeah, it's like Zee, and then Zur. I think.
Oh.
Or maybe there's 2 of them, but
Yeah.
you're starting to. I feel like I'm getting fucking dog whistles.
Yeah.
Every time I play it, my Space Marine brain is just like this.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel holy. This doesn't feel good at all.
The Emperor does not
Yeah.
condone this behavior.
Knights, they call themselves knights. And they look like this. Yes. Strange.
But I've been pretty...
I'll say this: the environments, are like super good. You can explore every nook and cranny of this thing. Mm-hmm. You can get lost in that like world. Like they did a good job on the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the kind of the story is the only thing that's kind of let down. But most of the time in that game, you're just that kid, and so you're just by yourself. Yeah, you and your little fucking droid,
the little ginger Jedi.
Yeah, and he doesn't. The droid doesn't talk.
No.
So once you get away from all the people, you're just fucking
exploring,
shooting storms. It's funny. All of the like people that you come into contact with are like your buddies. Mm-hmm. Like they're like around, and they start like with their dialogue, and you're just like, okay, whatever. Where's the scene skip? But as you're exploring around, like you'll come upon like stormtroopers having conversations, and theirs are great.
Is it?
It's super. It's like the radio stations, like a Grand Theft Auto, where every once in a while you just hear some wild shit.
Yeah.
Like all the stormtroopers, they're like talking about putting space rats and hot dogs and stuff. And they're like, I don't care. Oh, you whatever, man. And they all sound like that. They're all dumb as a rock.
That's sick. Yeah, they can't shoot the side of a barn.
You've never played any of the Batman games?
No, I never played any of the Batman games.
Reminds me of that, like when if you're like perched on a rooftop and there's like
and you
bottom, like you can hear their full conversations and stuff.
That's
like
fun.
that. It's super fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. But other than that, not really. I just I live in my little nostalgia world. I retreat into my '90s shit and fucking THC womb.
Yeah,
Antisocial.
Yeah, I pretty much just go to work and then come home and watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Once in a while, the wife will strong arm me into watching a TV show with her. So right now we're catching up on the Yellow Jackets show.
She told me she was gonna make you watch it.
Yeah, it's a cool show. It's good. A bunch of the characters are super dumb and annoying, but for the most part, it's good. Christina Ricci is in it, and it's funny because they are doing they're doing some movie magic trying to make her look unattractive.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, but it's still not.
I love that.
It's still not.
Only one succeeded. That guy that fucking bucked up Charlize Theron for that serial killer movie.
Oh, didn't she win an Oscar for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he should have. Or whoever.
He probably did. What was that, Monster?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie
she's
was cool.
Eileen Wuornos. Like,
Yeah.
that makeup job. If that dude didn't win something,
Yeah.
like, Charlize Theron, dude, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, make her look ugly is not, like, the easiest fucking task.
No.
And he made her look horrific.
Florida.
Yeah.
Was it Florida?
That she was in?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard a wild story that she.
Wait, wasn't Christina Ricci in that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. She played the girlfriend.
Yeah,
right?
she's the girlfriend lover.
Huh.
Yeah. I heard a wild story that Eileen Wuornos was like fucking giving it to the lead singer of Foghat.
Like before she went to jail or after?
Well, yeah, before.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, that band. Like, fucking
Really?
Slow ride.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
She was a groupie?
I think she was like a girlfriend.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. Probably a mix of the two, you know?
Yeah.
Like a favored groupie, I think. I don't know how the hierarchy works.
I'm not a rock star.
Fucking 70s rock star.
Yeah, 70s rock star.
Concubine.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were pretty formal. They were sorcerers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing this thing. I forget if it was on VH1 or if it was like an actual documentary about like groupies, like groupie culture. And there's like this
Right.
one super famous groupie that was like they would take like plaster casts of like all the rock
the
stars,
Castor sisters,
Yeah,
or something
of all
like
the-
that,
like, all their
the Plaster
peckers,
sisters, yeah.
and just like had them up on their walls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Keith Richards like avoided him.
Yeah.
I saw the same thing, and he was like, "I avoided them."
Yeah.
And then now everybody like now because like they're on display somewhere, some
Yeah.
rock museum. Like, why aren't you up there, Keith?
Yeah, I know.
What are you hiding?
That's funny. That display probably looks a lot like producer Nicky's apartment.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. They're all just cast at him though. Those
Yeah.
little fucking
Yeah.
people think they're like thimbles.
Yeah, little acorns.
Yeah.
Little plaster acorns.
Yeah. Don't fucking lean in on it too hard, dude. We'll piss off his acolytes out there.
Oh yeah,
Our fucking
producer Nicky has a
Yeah.
team of fans. He has his own community conspiring against us.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It's not going to work though.
I know. I know. You're not gonna bring us down.
No, it's just going to embolden us.
But he likes it. That's the thing, though. He likes it. Look at him right now.
Yeah, look at him.
Look at him right now, dude. Ear to ear.
Yeah,
Smiles.
chuckling. All right,
Yeah. Yeah. You lost the reins on this.
I did.
You let him bring his fucking mist, and you lost the reins.
His special effects. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone that listens to this on a podcast app or just the audio, you should check out the YouTube
Yeah.
so you can see our beautiful faces.
Yeah. Let me take a crack at it. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Leave us a comment.
God, that stuff, dude. That shit is
No, I
so,
didn't do good?
Yeah, that's great. But that
Yeah.
shit is, dude. I have like,
I've been watching, man. I know how to do it now.
dude. I have like I wake up in cold sweats thinking about having to do stuff like that.
I remember. You better hope this doesn't take off when we get that Blue Chew money. I'm gonna make you read so many of them.
The Blue Chews?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna make Nikki read all the Blue Chews.
Oh my god. Well, it's best to have like an actual.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to have a testimonial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just waiting for the.
Perked up.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just doing this so we could get a nicotine pouch sponsor. So we never have to buy that shit again.
Do you think they will though?
I don't know.
I heard that the biggies do like the Zins. I heard that they got all mad at Joe Rogan.
What I thought don't they like advertise with like Rogue or not Rogue but like fucking Black Buffalo or some weird company?
I don't know now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just heard it that like they were like you need to have your fans fucking chill.
Yeah.
Like, stop bringing us up every fucking episode
That's so
because
funny.
you're bringing the heat.
Bringing the heat.
Yeah, I think that shit got all popular. Like I do the Zimos like you, but
Yeah.
like I think that shit got all popular, and then because of that podcast or whatever, and then like next thing you know, Philip Morris is being fucked with the federal government.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I like to think that was a previous administration that was, you know, we need to get something good out of it.
Well, once once the nicotine pouches started popping off on all the podcasts, I noticed that us here in illustrious California is like when they started like taking all the flavors, and you couldn't ship here. You have to like,
fuck, how did we get here?
You have to go in the fucking dark web.
We
just
have to
get some.
fucking tread lightly. I'll get fired the fuck up.
Yeah, I'll get.
This is we're starting to talk about the nicotine pouches. We're starting to talk about the flavors. Next thing you know, Newsom's name's gonna get dropped, and I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Yeah, we're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like
instantly.
Michael Douglas and falling down. In McDonald's.
Yeah.
A man wants flavors.
There's some Instagram that I follow that it was so funny. It was like they showed a picture of Gavin Newsom, and they're like, "Oh, Gavin Newsom is spearheading this new program to like clean up the streets of like cities and is like starting a new crime bill." And they're like, "Oh, we're just joking. He started a podcast."
Yeah. Oh, sick. Did he really?
I think he started a podcast.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah.
What's it about?
I don't know. I'm not going to listen to it.
You
Producer
don't know.
Nick. We'll have producer Nick listen to it.
No. He has to listen to it from like a burner
Greasy
phone.
hair tips.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that actor that was in like Limitless?
The Hangover guy?
Yeah, The Hangover. What's his name?
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. So Gavin Newsom is just talking about being a Bradley Cooper impersonator.
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah. Oh, other way around. Okay.
Yeah, I think Bradley Cooper impersonates
He does look like
Gavin
a
Newsom.
fucking slimy Bradley Cooper.
I know. Well, I just assumed Bradley Cooper is like one of like the Hollywood fucks that is like, oh, he's the best.
No, he's the
like he would love to hang out with Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
I want to go to French Laundry.
Yeah, he probably has like a black and white video where he's like staring into the camera talking about like something. I don't know. Allegedly. Whatever.
What if there's no heaven?
Yeah, yes.
Fucking singing.
I am responsible or some shit like that.
Dude, oh, that was the Stanley Tucci.
Yeah.
The dude that's like
And then
made his entire career playing the exact stereotype of like a gay man. He's on there like, I will no longer perpetuate stereotypes.
Yeah.
Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, I love all these like actors. I think it was like
The gird your loins guy from The Devil Wears Prada is going to tell me about not perpetuating stereotypes.
yeah. And then who's I forget the actor's name, but he was like the dad in he was like the super funny dad in Arrested Development.
Jason Bateman?
No, like the dad, like the old man.
Oh.
Yeah. But I remember he like won an Emmy or something because he was in a TV show a few years ago where he plays like a trans woman.
Yeah,
And
transitioning.
then like I think like on his like acceptance speech to some award, he was just like I don't think it's right for like straight men to play like trans women or blah blah, or trans women should play themselves. But it's like, yeah, after you like won a bunch of
after we got the award.
yeah, after
and
we won
did
a
the
bunch of
show.
awards and like made like a shitload of money off of a hit TV show.
They have all kinds of shit to bitch about. Like
Yeah.
whoever will give them like the time of day so that they can,
Yeah,
listen to their own voice more. I shouldn't say that because we do the same shit.
yeah, we do the same thing.
But like, you know what I mean? Like they whatever, they'll switch on a dime. Like that dude
Yeah.
did 2 seasons of that show.
Yeah,
And it was like some HBO show too.
yeah, or like an Apple Plus.
You're
show
talking
that
about
was, like,
hour episodes, dude.
Yeah.
You're there for months filming this
getting
fucking
like
thing.
getting a crazy payday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they'll turn around and instantaneously be like, that was fucked up. They shouldn't
Yeah,
do
I
that
shouldn't
anymore.
have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
We should start doing that.
They're like who's allowed to act as what is the dumbest thing
Yeah.
ever. You shouldn't be able to have like, I don't know.
Well, Angelina Jolie acted as like a real life black woman. Like
Yeah.
she was like a journalist or something that was like killed for some reason.
Right.
I don't know. I never saw the movie, but she like played her, and it's just like that's kind of weird. That's kind of questionable.
Angelina Jolie though.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
true. What's his name? Hannibal Lecter.
Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah, he played a black man too. That was like a real life like professor or something.
Dude, wasn't Ben Kingsley Gandhi?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
The most English dude that has ever lived.
Yeah, that's so wild.
Playing Gandhi too.
Yeah.
I was like, do you know who he was up against? The English.
Yeah.
Thespians.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it happens all the time. What was
Acting.
it? Doctor Strange's boss, from the Marvel movies, the bald one.
the lady,
yeah.
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, dude. She played the old man psychiatrist.
Yeah.
The Mother Suspiria and like the main dance instructor.
Oh,
in that
yeah.
Suspiria remake.
Yeah.
Nobody said shit.
And technically,
It was good. It was really
Tilda
good.
Swinton also played like the ancient one in Doctor Strange, and that's like an old like Chinese man or something.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those ones get fun.
Hollywood politics.
I know.
I love it.
I know. And they're still giving my boy in Soul Man shit. Come on.
No, yeah. Yeah, I know. They always do play that clip whenever they talk about like gentrification or whatever.
He'll never live it down.
Yeah.
He'll never live it down.
Whatever.
He was coming off the Outsiders. He was on top of the world.
Yep.
He was almost going to be in the Rat Pack, and then he did fucking Soul Man. It was like, see you later, C. Thomas Howell. You remember this guy knew your name. I fucking remember when you were great. Anyway.
The only hot topic I have is I have one grievance that I wanted to bring up to the group here.
Okay.
So, as you know, I've been on the Instagram trying to promote the podcast and like not so much really network with other podcasts or anything like that, but just like I follow a lot of other paranormal podcasts, and then so like on the Way of the Void Instagram, there's like an explore page, and like so it's like the majority is just like all paranormal stuff. And dude, the amount of like AI like stuff on there is insane.
But you talked about this episode 0. It's gonna tank.
I feel like
any kind of actual paranormal invest, not our bullshit.
Not our stuff.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Keep kicking out artwork. We'll do whole episodes on it.
Yeah.
But like actual paranormal investigation.
Yeah. So like, say if you have a YouTube channel or like a podcast or whatever, and say you use AI artwork for your thumbnail, or use AI generated video in the background of your YouTube video, whatever, that's whatever, you know what I mean? Like, not
aesthetic thing.
You know what I mean? That's an aesthetic thing. And I will admit, I definitely have like reposted AI artwork because some of like the imagery is like very compelling, and sometimes like it will generate like a really cool picture, and like, but
so you're breaking a little bit of the code too.
No. So the thing that I'm bringing up is that the thing that I find like super disingenuous is when like there's like a paranormal investigator and like they post a picture that is very obviously AI generated, and they're trying to make it look.
Oh, they don't like it either.
They don't like it either.
Yeah.
Hey.
AI generated shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
But when they have like, there's like an AI like image, and they're like, this is a UFO or this is a Bigfoot, and then they're
You're
like,
talking about like clickbait threats.
yeah, clickbait ones when they're trying to pass an AI generated image as like a real like paranormal.
They'll just take a
photo
video of like some power plant in like Serbia.
Yeah.
And put like some HP Lovecraft fucking monster crawling around on it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that either.
And
it's confusing. It's rarely about what you click on too.
No, and I think that those people are just like straight just grifters, and like I think they're just like scammers.
Yeah.
And
respect, get your money.
Get your money, I guess. But at the same time, the one thing that I find funny is that these real paranormal investigators and like Instagram pages, like they don't call it out. You know what I mean? And they don't, and they often will repost it as well.
Well, you're talking about a niche industry, and you're also talking about an industry where it's like really is like any press is good press.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like you got to get people eyes on anything.
Yeah.
In that world, it's the cryptozoologist.
Yeah.
I don't think he has like donors and backers. You know what I mean? I think he's got to be like, all right, we're going to repost the fucking jellyfish floating through San Diego.
Yeah.
clip and hope people look at it and maybe they'll I was on one of my episodes that is coming up. I was on a site like it was on a site that's kind of like it like posed as like a Wikipedia but for this kind of shit like paranormal stuff. And whenever they didn't have like it's every creature somebody didn't even know about, and whenever they didn't have a photo of it, they'd use like video game stills, but they'd have a little thing below it. You know, it'd be like, we don't have a picture of the Kraken, but here's a monster from Devil May Cry 4. You're like, all right, it's just some tentacle monster,
dude. There's been some like legit like news organizations, like legit like CNN or something.
Yeah.
That have like, or BBC got in trouble for it, where they're like posting like combat footage from like Ukraine or something, and it was like,
hell yeah,
it was like literally just like
the Ghost of Ukraine.
Jet? The Ghost of Ukraine jet, where that was just like fucking like Modern Warfare like 4 like and they just like put like a grainy filter over it. So
how funny it'd be if it was the dude that hops out of the plane and shoots the other plane with a rocket launcher and then hops back in.
Yeah.
Were they saying it took out so many airplanes or aircraft, but it didn't have that many missiles to actually do
Yeah.
It happens. Did you guys experience the violence? Everybody's been talking about that.
What violence?
Like on your feeds.
Oh yeah, our buddy was talking about it a couple like last week. That just the violent content on Instagram like skyrocketed.
Yeah, you didn't notice.
I didn't even notice.
Neither did I.
I did.
I got like 4 new accounts to follow, and I was like, "This is sick." And then it ended the next day, and I was like, "This sucks."
Yeah, no, my Instagram Explore page is just so unhinged anyway. So it's like I literally didn't notice.
I'm starting to think I got a problem. Like. Do you ever feel bad for like what shit'll spit out at you, and you're like, but not in the way you're thinking, not like something so heinous. Something that's whatever.
Yeah,
it's the internet.
Yeah,
it's fucking dark abyss. But like I'm starting to get like ads for like people that'll make grills, like the teeth grills.
Oh, okay.
They're like, huh?
Yeah. You want
this?
I'd get one.
Just makes me feel fucking terrible.
Once we get that Blue Chew money, I'd get one. For sure.
A grill?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know what you look like when you get the fucking podcast money. You look like Tekashi 6ix9ine over in this chair next to me.
Yeah.
Grills, face tattoos of shit.
Yeah. Whenever we get into this...
wigs and shit.
Whenever we get into this...
rainbow dress.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I look like... have you ever seen the sequel to The Matrix?
Yeah, one of the twins.
Yeah, I look like one of the fucking albino twins with the fucking white dreads and the white
just coming in with
snake leather trench coat. Dude, I'm just a normal guy.
Yeah. You know, don't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
Here comes Eric.
Here comes Eric. Normal guy. Well, should we get into this week's topic?
Yeah, I think so. I think we covered enough current event shit.
Yeah, I'm curious if you've ever heard of this one.
No, I haven't. I ever since you've told me what the title is, and I got to say, can I say the title, or do you want to say it?
You could say it.
All right. Well, I don't. It's the Sandown Clown.
It's the title is the Sandown Clown.
Yeah.
AKA All Colors Sam.
All Colors Sam. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been avoiding any kind of clown related shit. I just got burnt out after the Pennywise.
Yeah.
It's fucking everywhere.
Everywhere. Everybody loved it.
Nobody was safe.
Yeah.
And whatever. Fine movie. Entertaining. Loved the first one. But I just kind of avoided it, so I don't know what you're about to tell me. But I'm excited.
All right. So okay, so this week's episode is the Sandown Clown. And the Sandown Clown cryptid sighting occurs on the Isle of Wight in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Isle
across the pond.
Mm-hmm. And the Isle of Wight is a kind of interesting place because I guess it's like a diamond-shaped island.
Okay.
and it has kind of a lot of spooky paranormal stuff about it. And I believe in Europe, it's like the number one place where they find dinosaur fossils.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so,
Spooky dinosaurs.
I don't know too much about ley lines or any of that stuff. We may get into it in some of our episodes when we talk about ancient alien stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently there's some ley lines that cross in the Isle of Wight. So and there's a lot of like magnetic like rocks and stuff like that there.
Okay.
So that's just one little blurb that
A lot of meteor activity. They say like back in the day, maybe.
No, not so much meteor. It's oh man, I forget what it's called. It's like a certain type of stone. It's like
Buddy, you didn't even remember the UFO book from the Loveland Frog episode. I don't expect you to be a geologist.
Yeah, I know, but it's like a certain type of stone that's like the whole island's made out of it, and it's like a very like highly magnetic stone or some shit like that.
Does that fuck with navigation stuff out there?
Not so much. No.
Okay.
Well, not that I heard of.
All right.
So
how big? What's the populace of this place?
I don't. Nicky, look it up.
Yeah, Nick.
Oh yeah, he's busy watching fucking Fortnite clips or something.
Yeah. He is. He's literally over here scrolling.
Okay. Yeah, he's on fucking Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking to his congregation. They're being mean to me.
Yeah, he's talking to his army of fans. They're being mean to me. So, this story was reported in 1978, but it took place in 1973.
Okay.
And the place that it was reported was in the Bufora Journal. And the Bufora Journal stands for the British UFO Research Association Journal.
Mm-hmm. Many kooks.
Yeah, and
Many.
I actually found the magazine that it was in. I found like the Bufora Journal.
Is this still going?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You should become.
It has a website though.
You should become a member.
I am a member.
Yeah, good. We want to be legit.
Yeah, we definitely want to be legit. And it's kind of interesting because in the 70s in the UK, there was actually like a bunch of UFO sightings. Like it was like a big like hot button thing back then.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild when you like start looking outside of the States and like any kind of research like this. Like they're all over the place, and like England is huge for it.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah. Well, there's just a lot of them.
Yeah. Actually, I think like one of the most famous, not to go on a tangent, but I will, but I think there's a military base in England that a bunch of like soldiers saw a UFO and like they're like shooting at it and stuff like that. Like it was like a really big like documented like case of like legit soldiers and officers saw it and they like so and that's like one of the big famous ones.
Do you have something to add, Nick?
Oh, I think I know the story where a guy goes up and touches the UFO and he gets zapped or something.
Yeah.
He gets burned.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it's actually called.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah. It is called Made Up. Allegedly.
All right, so we got a UFO in England in a time when there was a ton of UFOs in England.
Yeah. So, and this story does have some UFO adjacent elements to it, but it's not necessarily a UFO story. But I'm just saying, I'm just kind of like trying to set the tone. And so this story starts with a man named Mr. Y is the one who's telling the reporter about this story.
Okay, so these are all, like their identities were kept.
Their identities are hidden.
Or mystery.
Yeah,
okay.
And so it's about his daughter named Faye.
Yeah.
Not a real name.
No.
And her friend named George. But
real name.
In the original reporting, there is no name for the boy.
Okay.
So I don't know where the name George kind of gets, you know what I mean? Because I've kind of noticed that like with a lot of this like research, even when there's like legit police reports, there's like all this conflicting information and just you know what I mean. So it's like so I don't know. We'll call him George, but he doesn't have a name in the original reporting documentation.
All right, George, it is.
So, this girl Faye and her friend are, I think that they are visiting or vacationing in the city or town of Sandown.
Okay.
And it's in the Isle of Wight. And there's lots of fields, and they're kind of like gallivanting, playing in a field, and it's in between a golf course and the airport.
Okay.
And so they're just kind of like doing normal kid stuff as you do.
Right.
And they hear this alarm that sounds like an ambulance in the distance. And they're intrigued by this noise.
And this is an English ambulance, right? So, yeah, they
Just-
do it wrong.
Just like, they do do it wrong. Yeah, they do it wrong.
Yeah.
So this girl and boy, they start following this sound.
The fucking circus alarm.
And so they come up to a stream and they see a small footbridge. And so they start crossing the footbridge. And while they're crossing the footbridge, and then the noise kind of dissipates.
While they're crossing the footbridge?
Yeah,
Okay.
like before or whatever. And they're crossing the footbridge. And then they see this enormous blue gloved hand come up from the side of the bridge, and it has 3 fingers.
Okay.
Yeah. And so a enormous creature, we will call it,
Right.
stands up from underneath the bridge, and it obviously spooks the little girl and boy,
Okay.
and it is holding what appears to be a book. And then it's kind of like holding the book, and it's kind of like flopping around and stuff like that.
What's this thing look like?
So, what's this thing look like?
It's not very often we give you pause when it comes to that.
So, the girl reports word for word.
Okay.
It is over 7 feet tall. It's humanoid, so it has 2 arms, 2 legs,
Yeah, torso and a head.
a large round head, spherical like a ball, and it has no discernible facial features. So there's no like protruding
Yeah,
nose,
there's no nose or ears or eye sockets.
anything like that. Yeah. And its face appears to be drawn on the spherical head, and the head is white, and it has the texture of paper.
Okay. They were
And
pretty close to this bad boy.
yeah, they got super close to it. And let me see. Let me look. Okay. So, no, you're gonna love this. I'll put pictures of this thing. There's not a lot of pictures. There's only one drawing from the article,
Right.
but the drawing is amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of people that like recreated the drawing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I might add some of those if I could find the people's like actual like artist names and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I want them to get credit.
Yeah.
And so
There's a lot of video game art.
yeah.
For this?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Was it in a video game?
no, but you could tell that there's a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
like there's a character from Zelda and stuff that like you could tell that it takes
Right.
inspiration from this.
Okay.
So it has 2 triangle shaped eyes that are blue.
Okay.
It has a flat brown rectangle shape for a nose,
Okay.
and it has a round yellow mouth that is this a circle that is unmoving, and it is wearing a yellow pointed hat with 2 wooden antennas on the side of the head.
Right.
It has a red scarf or collar.
You're describing like the holiday edition Jack in the Box, like antenna ball. Just so you know. What? Yeah.
Well, I had that.
Yeah, of course, everybody did.
We'll put that in.
Yeah.
And the red collar is attached to a long green tunic,
Okay.
and it has wooden slats coming out of its sleeves. And
Instead of hands.
no. It has 2 blue gloved hands with 3 fingers, and it has no shoes on, and it has 3 toes.
Okay.
And the clothes seem to be tattered.
The imagination of children is amazing. Well, you know what I'm thinking of right now?
What?
This sounds so much like the first edition of It, like the Stephen King book. Mm-hmm. Like the thing that we were avoiding.
Yeah.
Like the first edition is 3, like the cover's like 3 fucking reptilian fingers coming out of a storm drain. Oh. And like the whole beginning of that book is about this like gay man who gets like hate crimed and then killed underneath a fucking footbridge.
Mm-hmm. Really?
By the clown.
Wait, the clown did a hate crime?
No. Like the beginning of that book, there's this like gay couple that goes to this I don't know, like the fair in the town or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's like some young toughs that obviously don't condone their lifestyle, and so they like follow him to this footbridge and they start beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
They throw him over the bridge.
Oh, okay.
And they all are like, it's all from the point of view of them getting interrogated. And they're like, oh, underneath the bridge, there was like 1,000 balloons, and this fucking clown came out and bit him in the armpit and dragged him away.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like the minute you said there was like a 3-finger thing reaching out from under a footbridge, I'm like, ooh.
Well, and you know, I'm not going to say that we debunked the Frogman,
Right.
the Loveland Frogman, but
Right.
you know, it's funny because I searched high and low.
You were making sure this time, huh?
Yeah, I searched high and low for any like British TV show or kid show or puppet show that had something that looked like this.
Or anything around the town.
Yeah.
Where's the Sandown, inflatable auto yard sales?
I looked.
Sales
Dude,
factory.
I was looking. I was seeing if there was like
Blow up, man.
I was seeing if there was like a circus
Yeah.
or if there was like anything like that. I searched high and low because I really wanted to find some fucking something like that.
The Love Life Frog. We're going to that festival.
Yeah,
That's
we'll try to go
sick.
next year for sure.
I'm pumped on that one.
And so he's fumbling with this book, and then he drops it into the stream.
Okay.
And the kids are just like observing this thing, and then he like grabs the book from the stream and then starts to hop away. And when he moves in a bizarre way, when he like hops, his knees like
Oh, he goes real high
go
in the
up.
knee.
Yeah, and he's just like hopping like that.
This is a kid's fever dream that they fucking got out of a coloring book.
Hey man, a lot of people are very compelled by this story.
Really?
Yeah, man. One of my favorite YouTube channels is this channel called The Shrouded Hand. And sorry.
Yeah. Apologize. Yeah. Good.
Called The Shrouded Hand, and that was the first time I had ever heard of this story. And his YouTube channel rips. It's so good.
Way to go, Shrouded Hand.
Yeah. And so this was like the first time I heard about it, and then I saw some other videos kind of pop up about it, and then after researching this episode, I found some pretty good ones, but the thing is that it's all the reporting about this is all from this one Bufora magazine. So I just
That's how it goes.
I just downloaded the magazine and it just read the magazine.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
With all of these kind of urban legendy ones, it's always you can always kind of trace it back, and you're like, all right, the first account comes from fucking Kook Empire.
Yep.
The bi-weekly
yeah.
self-published pamphlet.
And okay, so the creature starts to walk away in this hopping motion, and then the kids kind of like follow it, trail it, and then it goes into a, like, doesn't say that it's large, but a metal shed.
But it's not large.
The shed is not large.
Right.
Yeah.
So
The creature's huge.
yeah, but it fits into the metal shed,
Yeah. So
such as clowns are known to do.
that
Yeah.
is true.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised it's not like a fucking Fiat
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Or a
little Mini Cooper.
or what is it? A British phone booth?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is that? Like
Yeah,
Doctor
like
Who.
Doctor Who.
Who. So it goes into this giant this metal shed
Yeah.
that only has one round door and no windows,
Gotcha.
and the kids kind of like
You don't want windows in your molesting shed. Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
There is elements of this story that kind of make me think that if it is a true account, that it might be some
Yeah.
what do they call that when
The repressed memories.
yeah, some repressed
shit.
repressed memory shit.
I can
Yeah.
tell you right now, I'm uncomfortable.
Well, it gets worse.
Yeah. All right.
So
All right.
okay, so this thing goes into the shed, and the kids are watching it, and then it comes back out.
So they're just watching the shed though. It has no windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
It comes back out of the shed after a short time, and it has a microphone
Fuck.
with a long wire attached to a white box, and then the alarm starts again, the ambulance noise, but it's like super like loud and deafening,
Right.
and the boy takes off running.
It spooks them.
Yeah, spooks him.
All right.
But the girl Faye is just standing her ground because of curiosity,
Right.
and so
How'd that work out?
the creature seems to notice that the kids are like uncomfortable. So
Pours them some wine in the juice box.
The alarm noise goes away,
Yeah.
and then they hear inside of their head a voice, a mechanical voice, say, "Hello, are you still there?"
No.
And so the boy stops, and then the little girl and the boy approach the clown,
Right.
and they kind of just start talking to him.
Yeah. Okay.
And so the account is that he opens up his book, and it has a bunch of jumbled words all over it.
Right.
And he points to each
Hustler and Perfect 10. those kind of jumbled words.
he points to each word, and it kind of forms a sentence.
Oh, so that's how he's communicating.
Yeah, so that's how he
Okay.
starts communicating.
Well, why? He was just using a robot voice, though.
Yeah, I know.
But now he's switching to
Yeah.
fucking pantomime charades?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's using
All right.
telepathy.
yeah.
Not anymore though.
Not anymore.
So he goes, "Hello, are you still there?" And then when he points to these words, and what he points to is, "Hello, I am all colors Sam."
Okay.
And so people are kind of speculating that his name is Sam, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. There's like a comma in between colors and Sam, so it doesn't really seem like his name is Sam. It seems almost as if he's calling them Sam.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Or it's listed like they do in like a government form,
Yeah.
like your last name first or whatever. So he could be Sam all colors or all colors Sam.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the little girl,
I think fucking Sam needs to meet my friend Chris fucking Hansen.
yeah,
And have a seat.
and so he invites them into the shed.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
And when the kids go into the shed, apparently it's enormous inside of it.
Yeah.
And it's like multi-layered and has like a bunch of blue metallic walls and metal, and there's a bunch of like knobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me, do you remember like Ghostbusters 2, where it's like the chick talking about being abducted?
Yeah.
But it's just like she gets like drugged and taken to like a Ramada Inn.
Yeah.
He's on Valentine's Day. That's what this reminds me of. This is uncomfortable so far. I don't know how things work wherever All Colors Sam are from. But like on here, homie, you don't want to be in a shed with 2 kids unless they're yours.
So,
that's not good.
so the little girl starts asking him questions
Yeah.
and says, "Why are your clothes all ripped up?" And he just replies, "These are all the clothes that I have."
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. It's my shed. I'll be free. Walk around my shed how I want.
And so they ask him like about his human-like appearance, like, "Are you human?" And then the clown kind of just chuckles and says, "No." And then the little girl asks him, "Are you a ghost?" And he says, wait, what does he say? It's so odd what he says.
Yeah. No, but you're about to be. Yeah.
So when she asks him if he's a ghost, he says, "Not really, but I am in an odd sort of way."
Oh, you just said it. Yeah, you just said that. All right. Anytime, that's just code for Chimo and old timey. Like an odd sort of way. That's what they called that back then.
And then he also says that he has no name.
Obviously.
But
Yeah, don't bother with those fingerprints either.
But everybody that reports on this says that his name is All Colors Sam. But
Yeah.
he specifically says he has no name.
Well, he sounds real wacky.
And then he tells the kids that he drinks river water after he cleans it, and he eats berries.
Okay.
And then the little girl asks him how he eats berries.
Yeah.
And so he gets a berry and puts it into his ear. Oh, I apologize. He takes off his yellow hood,
His pointy hat.
his pointy hat.
Yeah.
And he has ears, and he has like a very small tuft of red hair.
God.
And so he places the berry into his ear and then
Okay.
kind of jerks and shakes his head, and then the berry appears into his like eye socket. And
Like
then
Tom and Jerry.
and then he shakes it again, and then it appears in his mouth, and then he eats it.
This is okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. This is a fucking fever dream of like some fucking poor molested kid. That's what this is. That's what this. Her brain, her child brain, couldn't process the trauma that she's had to endure at fucking Gary the Carney, fucking Sam, All Colors Sam, and so she comes up with this wackadoodle Dr. Seuss shit.
Yep.
Because you said this isn't gonna come out for like 8 more years or something, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. She's like going through the airport as like a teen. fucking
Yeah.
Fucking saw that Stephen King has a new book coming out. The fucking big old clown face in the front of it. Starts weeping in the fucking bathroom.
Starts fucking starts shaking.
Yeah, freaking out.
So the kids spend about 30 minutes with Sam in his shed,
Yeah.
talking to him, you know what I mean, as you do.
Yeah.
And then he asks them to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And then he specifically says that he's scared of humans,
Right.
and if they ever attacked him, he would not fight back.
Great.
And so they spent about 30 minutes with this.
Now that he puts you all at ease, who's up for Twister?
They spent about 30 minutes with this guy, and then they leave the hut.
God.
And so they're leaving the hut, and then when they're leaving the field, they see an old man in the field, and they run up to him and tell them what they just saw. And then the old man just tells them to fuck off.
As you do.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. That's it. Yeah, they probably ran up and fucking like,
Yeah.
hey, dude, Gary the Carney was this weird shit in the shed with us, and he was like, nah, he's a good bud.
And then
He's a good boy. He's slow.
And so
Let him play clowns out in the woods in the tool shed.
And so they're all like kind of like worked up and spooked or whatever, and then they meet up with their dad, and they don't.
I'm sure is thrilled.
They don't tell him right away.
Yeah. Yeah, dad needs to stay out of prison. Pay
Yeah.
that rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What would you guys have done? I don't think I would have told my dad either.
No. I wouldn't have even been involved in that.
No way. I know I wouldn't have been in the shed, but I would have seen the thing on the bridge and then like fucking booked it.
But
Then like I wouldn't have gone home and been like, Dad, I saw this thing.
But you also have to remember, we all grew up in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
When like stranger danger was like just embedded in our heads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because of shit like this that happened in the fucking 70s.
Yeah, and so this was the 70s where I think that stranger danger didn't exist. So like,
Yeah,
so
but-
these kids were like curious as fuck.
Yeah.
I remember once here in Santa Cruz, I was like a little kid or whatever in like our like apartment complex that I grew up in, and I remember back then, a very long time ago, there was one homeless guy that we saw.
Yeah.
Not the case now.
Yeah.
And
Out of hand.
he was like he would like give us like toys or whatever, and like give us like firecrackers and shit like that, and like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. He was just like some little weirdo, and I
Right.
remember me and my friends would like kind of like go down and like talk to him like a bunch and like play with him. You know what I mean? Not play with him,
Yeah.
but like you know what I mean. Stuff
bet
like
they
that.
would.
He was like in the
Yeah.
neighborhood, and then I remember I like mentioned it to like my mom and dad, and they're like
never fans.
fucking what the fuck.
Yeah, they're never
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah, and I think my dad went down there and had words with him, and I didn't
No
see him.
shit.
I didn't see him ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they always get wrong.
And,
So like
and I had gotten so much fucking trouble too.
Yeah.
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 Whenever you watch, like, especially in the 80s when they have, like, the little kid coming of age movies, you know,
Yeah.
like a Stand By Me or something like that. And, like, the dad will find out that you've been talking to, like, fucking Slow Jimmy down at the scrapyard, whatever
Yeah.
the story is.
Yeah.
They always frame the dad like he's an asshole.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, dude, like, once you get older and
Yeah.
shit, like, you're like, no, he's doing exactly what you've been hanging out with who?
Yeah.
At the fucking junkyard. What? What do you mean? He just comes over to the junkyard and gets you. What? Firecrackers.
He has comic books.
Yeah. No. We'll see. And then, like, but every time in those movies, you know, they're like, God, what a closed-minded prick. And he's like, no, dude. Just trying to keep you unfucked.
Yeah. And it's like,
Till it's consensual. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the name of the game. Like, as dad, dude, we can't just be like, fucking, yeah, go hang out with Crazy Jimmy at the fucking junkyard. It's always the junkyard.
Yeah.
So fucking,
Yeah.
This gas station. Remember fucking Last Action Hero? Remember that?
Yeah.
With the Schwarzenegger film?
Yeah.
That kid was ditching school to go hang out with a drunk dude in a like abandoned movie theater.
yeah.
His mom's just like, I don't want you hanging out with that character
Yeah.
anymore, dude. Well, he came from like fucking single mom, dude.
Yeah.
Dad would have been around. They're never impressed. They're never like, it's really good that somebody's taking you under their wing,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah. And then the kid disappears into a movie.
Yeah. They go
I-
interview his drunk ass.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I gave him a magical ticket. He went straight through the movie screen. I don't know where he is.
So a couple weeks later, the girl brings
Found in a trunk.
up the story to her dad.
Yeah.
And her dad is kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then, so she recounts the entire story to him, and then he goes,
Rough day for dad.
yeah.
Yeah, rough day for dad.
I'll get into the dad though in a little while.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, the dad goes and looks for the boy that she
Okay.
was hanging out with, and kind of like
But
asks.
that's not his kid.
No. It wasn't his kid. No.
These weren't brother and sister.
They weren't brother and sister.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't. They're not brother and sister. They're friends.
Okay.
And they were visiting this town of Sandown or whatever.
The little boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the dad finds the little boy, and then he kind of interrogates him, and the little boy says the almost word for word the exact same story.
Okay, yeah.
So they're like, he's like, oh, okay, this is
Getting to be a worse day for Dad.
this is kind of weird.
Yeah, you failed.
And so the dad takes the girl back to Sandown
Yeah.
to the field, and then to see if the hut is there. The hut,
yeah. Where's the shed?
the shed is not there, and there's like some like workmen around,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, we're around like the airport and stuff. And the little girl says that the workmen were there, but they didn't seem to notice the kids or the shed.
Right.
And so the dad, like any father
Yeah.
would,
Good on
says, oh, they must have been in a parallel dimension.
No. Okay.
And so
I was on his side. I was like, okay, this is rough. This is
And-
rough. Dad's doing well, though. He's trying to get to the bottom of things.
and the dad believes his daughter because he had his own paranormal experiences on the Isle of Wight.
It's called dentistry. This is not fucking magic.
And so his experiences are that in 1970 he was driving to a friend's house on the Isle of Wight, and he sees an enormous UFO in the sky
Okay.
with red lights that look like cherries, and it kind of like starts like, it's like parallel with his car,
Yeah.
and then he kind of, it's kind of like following him. So he like stops and he shines a flashlight. They call it a torch over there. Shines a flashlight on
Come
it,
on.
trying to communicate
Come on.
with it. And then it flashes lights at him as well.
We're not gonna do the lingo. First of all, all right.
The British lingo?
No,
No,
dude.
I know. I
they
actually
still have kings and queens and
No.
castles and dragons and shit and
They
knights.
probably thought this was a willow whisper. Where
it's funny because in the reporting there's like all this like British
Yeah.
fucking lingo, and
Oh, they had to go to the constable
Yeah.
over at Dark and Banghamshire. You know, just an old English
yeah,
name.
they all talk like fucking Lord of the Rings and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I'm not doing that. A torch. No, that's a stick on fire.
Yeah.
That's a torch. We
Yeah.
know what a torch and a
Yeah, yeah.
flashlight are the two different things.
Yeah, and he used up a bunch of petrol
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
there.
yeah. I'm
So
gonna get a pack of biscuits.
so this UFO follows him, and he gets to his friend's house, and then his friend also sees the UFO, and then it kind of like backs off a little bit, and then
Right.
goes into a forest, and then they kind of both recount that like they see lights in the forest that are like essentially playing hide and go seek with them. They're,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's called a lure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he the UFO leaves or whatever, and then he says that him and his friend hang out for a little while, and then he goes back home,
Yeah.
like you do if you see
Yeah.
an enormous UFO
Play some
following you.
Atari, call it a fucking day.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he recounts about like a year later he's on the cliffs of the Isle of Wight, and then he's looking at the ocean.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like dusk. It's like dark. And then he sees that the ocean is undulating in a weird way. And then there's like a whirlpool kind of forms. And then he gets like hypnotized and he's like transfixed on the whirlpool and he can't like move.
Right.
And he sees two giant like orange yellow globes in the water. And he says that it looked like the eyes of a sea monster staring at him. And then they kind of like
Could be.
dissipate and like go back down into the ocean, and then the water kind of starts getting normal again, and then he's like no longer transfixed, and then he like packs up stuff and like takes off and leaves. So the father had his own
Yeah, dude, this girl's never getting therapy.
this
We just need somebody to step in, but no.
nope. No hero for her.
No.
And so the dad has his own paranormal experiences, so that's why he believes the daughter. And then in 1978, he tells this journal, Buffon, because apparently he's a member of the Association of UFO Association.
This is your Toad's Factory moment.
Buffon? Like,
God damn it.
Bufora.
Before, like British
Bufora.
UFO malarkey larky.
Yeah. It's
Instead of MUFON, it's
instead of MUFON, it's
It's Buffon.
British UFO Research Association, and they have their own website and their own journal.
Yeah.
So what is this thing again? It's a 7 foot tall scarecrow robot alien ghost.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a fucking child molester in the woods. You brought us the story of a fucking child molester in the woods dressed up as a clown.
And
You keep saying that too much. We have to put this on Rumble.
we're gonna have to put on fucking Kick or something.
What? You can't say that? Is there
No.
certain stuff you can't say?
There's a bunch of stuff you can't say.
Why the fuck are we on episode 6 where you're telling me this shit?
Oh yeah, we can't swear
On what?
on YouTube. Like
You can't swear on YouTube?
You can swear, but you'll
And you
get
have to wait.
like demonetized and stuff like that. Yeah, but we have like 30 like subs on our YouTube, so we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking anything. I'm not going to stop swearing.
No, I was thinking about that too. It's funny
It's a
because
crutch, part of my identity.
no, it's funny because I was thinking about chopping up some of our episodes and turning them into shorts and reels and stuff,
Yeah.
because those are the ones that like get like, you know, more traction and stuff. And I literally could not find a 30-second clip where we don't swear. Like I couldn't find a 30-second clip where we're actually saying information and we're not swearing. So
Maybe Nikki.
yeah, Nikki.
Nikki could do it.
Yeah,
He'll be our 30-second one. You should make a what do they call it? A compilation of just all of the swears.
yeah. We could do a compilation of all the time Nikki is mumbling not into the microphone.
Oh,
Not now.
yeah.
Now he's all mic'd up.
Yeah. Now he starts.
Good.
Yeah, we're doing good. So yeah, sorry, the dog barked right when you were talking. He interrupted you. He doesn't want to hear it.
No.
I think this is probably kind of a short episode, kind of a shorter story. I'm not sure what we're at right now. But,
Wait, is that it?
That's it. That's it. No, that's what I mean. Is that this is all from one article
Right.
from this Bufora journal.
Have
There's a
there
cool statue out there somebody made recently.
Yeah,
of this thing?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
Wow.
on Isle of Wight.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Like it's kind of like a folk hero in the Isle of Wight now. A little questionable. So I was very compelled by the story because it's so weird, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like and the kids are 7. It's like
This is a fucking fever dream
Yeah.
of a child.
yeah. This is like
Like it reads like everything. I'm calling bullshit on this one. These kids, yeah,
yeah.
we know what happened.
This is
but
this is
I
a
won't
good
say we're demonetized.
yeah, but
Yeah,
that
I'm sure it was great in the fucking space shed.
yeah, I'd imagine that
Fuck.
that if that older woman now is still alive, she's probably in a fucking institution.
Yeah. Oh, the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anybody caught up with her?
No, because it's a
knows.
fake name.
Yeah,
The name is
nobody knows.
fake. It's fake.
Has anybody come forward?
Nope. I looked, and there's really no other stories that are like
They did
this.
a movie recently, about 2 years ago.
They made a movie?
Apparently, yeah.
Of the Sandown Clown?
Yeah, it's called Clown, I think. I saw it earlier.
No, I've seen that. It's a horror movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That does that take place in Sandown?
I don't know. I kind of just briefly went over it.
Oh yeah. If they made a movie about it, guess what the movie Clown's about?
What?
So this dude, he's like a family man, right? And he's trying to put on a birthday party for his kids.
Yeah, yeah.
So he goes up into his fucking attic and finds some haunted ass clown suit. Well, it turns out clowns are demons that are just about corrupting and eating fucking kids. And so it gets stuck on his face. it gets stuck on his face, and the nose gets stuck on it, and he slowly morphs into a clown, and he has to like fight the urge to gobble up these kids.
Damn. Is it good?
What? No.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
No, I mean, you have to really like, dude. He's in like the curly rainbow wig.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, it's not like fucking Pennywise that you're dealing with in that movie. And he's just like a dad who eventually turns into a monster.
Oh, okay.
But if that's about this, then yeah, I say the narrative tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, this story's nuts.
Yeah, there was a man with a shed out in the woods.
Yeah.
I know that.
After
and that's a tale as old as time.
after we're done recording, I'll show you what this bad boy looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Nick, pull it up on your phone and show it to Cody. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of videos about this, and a lot like much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much like a lot of these paranormal stories. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on down there?
Got them all riled up.
Yeah, they're gonna get us
riled, dude.
They're gonna get us demonetized for that.
Yeah.
Everybody that kind of talks about this though has kind of like they kind of make it sound like it's like real. You know what I mean? And they're like very like, this is the weirdest cryptid I've ever heard of.
He eats berries through his fucking ear. Yeah. And he has wooden planks for hands with his 3-fingered gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. I'm gonna say that he probably he's probably about 6'2", 6 foot. But oh wow, they do have a statue out there.
Ooh, I'll put it up in the episode.
Yep.
That's cool.
This is some True Detective shit, dude. This is the spaghetti face man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
True Detective.
Yeah. He had worms for face or
yeah,
whatever.
dude. This guy was making flowers all over them kids. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if the story is real, like if the kids did see something, it's just some fucking kook dressed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Just a weirdo dressed
He
up.
probably would have died on the vine if Dad wasn't,
He wasn't
part of the fucking Flying Saucer League or whatever.
Yeah,
Bouffant,
if he wasn't like
Buforia or whatever.
Like if he I kind of feel like this dad was like not doing his due diligence and
he
kind of
sounds like fucking Randy Marsh from South Park. I totally saw aliens out there too. Oh, had to run in with the buckhound, did you? Oh yeah, real grab assy that one.
So
don't go into the shed.
So you don't believe this one?
No, sorry.
But had you ever heard of this story at all?
No, I haven't. I've heard of I've heard of child predators before, but I haven't heard of this one.
I also read somewhere, or I saw, I don't know, I didn't read shit, but that people have like this weird like irrational fear of clowns.
Yeah.
And that clowns have like always been a part of like most cultures and stuff like that. And so they're saying that like it's actually like a locked away like lizard brain instinctual fear of.
Dude, when I told you it's tale as old as time, I meant it.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
If you're, it's the best lure they have.
Yeah.
You're right. In the game of kid fishing, if you're doing that, then I'm pretty sure the clown is like right up there.
Yeah,
and they always look creepy. I don't know how they ever caught on, like Bozo or oh my god, what's his name? Clarabelle. Have you ever seen him?
No.
Nikki, pull up Clarabelle. This was supposed to be children's. So he's from Howdy Doody.
Okay, we'll put it in the thing,
dude.
And I looked up a bunch of clowns. Like I looked
Clarabelle is like terrifying.
Like, dude, I looked up I looked up Russian clowns. Let me see it.
I like that mouth.
Yeah, dude, Clarabelle gonna
Ooh, mama.
Yeah, have that kid in a trunk.
Good God.
Yeah, dude.
So back in the day, I actually I worked at a restaurant in Aptos, California.
Right.
Or Aptos, as the non-locals call it.
Yeah.
And at this restaurant, there was this girl who I don't think I was friends with her because I don't think she liked me, but but she was like a friend of a friend, and she worked there too, or whatever.
Okay.
So she was kind of like in our group of friends, and she went to clown college. She like quit her job and moved to San Francisco and went to clown college.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know whatever happened to her.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure she just works in a fucking office now.
Yeah, what did her dad think? Was he pumped?
I don't know. I never asked.
Yeah. But that one I just showed you, that was supposed to be like, that's like, that is what, like, Barney or Teletubbies?
Yeah.
No, they got that in the fucking 50s. They got Clarabelle.
Yeah, but even Bozo, the most famous clown, is like super creepy.
Yeah.
Super spooky looking.
Well, they all are.
Yeah.
They all are. There's something about that face on top of a face that fucks with us, I think.
Yeah.
That uncanny valley. You just don't know what's going on under there.
Yeah.
And to be fair, most of the time, it's fucking alcoholism and dirtbag behavior that's going on under there.
Yeah. Clown Girls is a very, very big.
Whoa. Well, I didn't say anything about them. They're angels.
A very big
Yeah.
hashtag on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. As it should be.
Yeah,
Way to go.
I will probably not be putting any of those pictures up.
Yeah, you'll destroy that tribe in New Guinea even more.
Oh yeah,
Oh, fuck, dude. Nic wasn't here for that.
yeah, that's right.
You can rehash that story.
Yeah, that rehash.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah, you.
Which one?
They
yeah, I know.
they just gave him all the internet.
Yeah.
They reverted to Americans.
Yeah.
They just got addicted to porn.
But they're
to
not
porn.
built like it, like us. They're
Yeah.
not built for it like us. See, they can't. They're not made for the nom. You gotta.
No. What is it? It's like Bane. We were born in the darkness.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Molded by it.
Yeah. we were born in the darkness
Yeah,
of the
dude.
internet.
It's the opposite for them, dude.
Yeah.
You didn't
Dude.
see the clown girls till you were already a man.
Dude, I was a fucking menace from the beginning. Like I think I am almost certain the very first website I ever looked up was rotten.com.
Of course.
When like I think I did it at school because like
Yeah.
my teacher was like, "Oh, we got internet, blah blah blah. What do you want me to look up?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, look up rotten.com."
Yeah.
I looked up Death Vac.
Death back.
It was
Wow.
defecation vacation.
No.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nikki.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
do
don't
you
know. Just curious too.
Yeah. Fucking. Those are all the classics that you look up. What was the one? It was Shiza Town.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what was that one the
This shit you put on in like the computer lab
yeah.
when you're in like middle school
Yeah,
and then like
the-
walk away from it slowly.
the fucking
Wait till somebody-
bonsai kittens and shit?
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, dude.
Man, when the internet was pure.
Yeah, dude. Rotten.com was like, dude, that was the shit when you were a little kid and you just like put that shit on in the computer lab.
Yeah.
You see some like old lady in fucking Estonia get like toppled during an earthquake by like a brick building. You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
And then
Whoa!
what do we move on to like live leaks and stuff like that?
Yeah. all of us just destroying family computers with that LimeWire, dude.
Now it's on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That LimeWire. Dude, I remember one time I downloaded some questionable files on LimeWire, and it was on like the family computer. I put it on a disc or whatever, and then I was saved, right? Because my mom found it, and I was supposed to have like a friend over. She's like, "You've been looking at that? You've been looking at dirty pictures?" And I was like, but she didn't happen to tell my pops.
Yeah.
And so when he came home, he like saw her evidence on the table, and he copped to his own. And so she thought that she had me like wrongly convicted because he was like, "You found that, huh?" She was like, "This is yours." And he was like, "Oh yeah." They were like different files though. We weren't looking at the same shit. But like he just like came up, saw whatever, and was like, "Oh, that was mine." Yeah.
I remember I
guess she knows now.
I had a funny experience when
Thanks, Pops.
I was living with my uncle and it's whatever fucking weird lady he was married to at the time.
How old were you?
I was a teenager.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I was like 16, 17, something like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was like in high
A lot
school.
of these Sandown Clown funny experiences usually start like that too.
Yeah,
It's
like
just-
me and my parents, like we moved like way up in the mountains
Yeah.
by like Yosemite.
Yeah.
But I still went to the same school. So like during the week, I would just like stay at my uncle's house in the town of my school. Mm-hmm. And
it's usually a family member,
yeah, and
somebody that you know.
yeah, and he was dressed up, and he was dressed up like a clown, and started eating fucking berries in his ear. But I remember that they had it.
Shakes him around his head.
That they had
Looney Tunes.
they had the internet or whatever,
Right.
And I would just like look up like hentai pictures,
Hell
and
yeah.
then print them on the printer.
Oh my god!
And so I had like, and I fucking just used up all the printer ink and just like had a stack.
Dude, Nikki, we're seeing the fucking Wolverine origins
Yeah.
of fucking Eric right now.
And just like had a stack of fucking hentai pictures
X-Men origins
in my
over here,
backpack.
dude.
And then I remember the lady called my mom and told her.
Yeah.
And then my mom was just like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
She was just like, well, yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
whatever.
there's cartoons, whatever.
Yeah, he's like, he's a weirdo. I don't give a fuck. And then
Little did you know how much this would affect your life.
Oh,
For
yeah.
life.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Chris Rock in New Jack City, dude. So bright.
so
Crack pipe. Just you and your uncle's printer printing out these fucking anime titties.
yeah, dude, I was printing a bunch, dude. That motherfucker was smoking.
Yeah,
After
you
I was-
left with like a fucking
Oh
phone
yeah,
book
dude.
under your
Oh,
arm.
I
didn't you?
did for sure. Yeah, and so that was the Sandown Clown.
Just walking through the front door of your fucking folks' house, coming back from your uncle's. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Is that a fucking Senate bill you have in your arm? What is that?
Yeah,
It is 800 pages of glory.
yeah.
This
I'm all
is.
fucking gaunt and skinny, all exhausted.
Just need a Pedialyte.
Yeah, yeah. I had like an IV in me and stuff just to get through the day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that was
that
the
shriveled alien in Men in Black inside the head.
Yeah. That was the tale of the Sandown Clown.
God, great.
Yeah. You liked it?
Yeah.
That was very good.
Thank you. Yeah, you wanna call it?
How long is this one?
How long is this
It's
one?
actually kind of long. It's 1 hour and 20.
Oh my goodness.
Look at you. Look at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was a fun one. It's a goofy one. It's 100% made up.
Yeah.
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 It's
There's
okay.
probably some things that happened, but
Yeah, I think
it's an uncomfortable story.
I'll put it
all
like this:
around.
the story is either 100% a little kid's fever dream,
Yeah.
or some fucking nightmarish thing happened to this girl.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So let's just say it was made up.
No, dude, this girl. Like, I hope somebody got her a couple years of therapy, some Listerine, the fucking go-tos. Just make sure she's all right.
Yeah.
Because you went to dad for help,
Yeah.
obviously, and you told him your weird fever dream.
Yeah.
And then to have dad come around and be like,
Let's put this in a magazine.
he's visited me too.
Yeah.
He didn't look like that. He did something to me the first time, and then I was out on this cliff thinking about what to do with my life. And then I saw him in the abyss below.
The sea monster
Yeah.
spoke to me.
Yeah, he tried to goad me off that cliff. I've seen him too, girl. She's just like, God damn it.
British.
Well,
British voice.
Oh,
I didn't wanna-
do it in my British voice.
I didn't want to scare you, but the Sandown Clown is actually right behind you.
Yeah, I know. I saw him when I came in. Yeah, it's all right.
All right. Well, I think that's good. If anyone made it to the end,
Yeah.
follow the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
You know.
let us know if you've had any encounters with the Sandown Clown.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
you know what I mean.
And I'll
Go subscribe.
Yeah.
and subscribe, and I'll put the email in the description so anyone could email us and talk to Nikki.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me do. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Now you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button on Watch Mojo.
All right.
Oh, fuck up the whole episode now.
Turn it off.
Yeah, season.